What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. First and foremost guys, apologies it is so late today. I've just got done playing FUT Champions on a second account. What the hell is that? Is that something? Was that just something on my face? God damn it. Food. Probably food. Anyway, yeah. I've just got done on 2 accounts again doing FUT Champions. I wasn't gonna do it, but I can't not. You know, the prizes are just so And I started off so well on my main account, getting 12 wins to my first loss, 18 wins to my second loss, and I was thinking, yo, top 100 could be a dream. I ended up finishing off on 28 wins and 8 losses with 4 games remaining that I ran out of time to play. Basically, I just didn't have the time available to me, which was a bit unfortunate. But there it was. Now, what you're going to see first and foremost here, which is why there's a big drop, like if you enjoy overlay over the record, is me completing a squad building challenge for the HEUNG squad builder challenge. I show you the prices, the values I paid, etc, etc. And the reason why I've got the record covered is because I did this midway through my FUT Champions on the Road to Glory. However, I wanted to show this first because I wanted, like, otherwise it's going to be a point where you're going to be like, wait, how the hell did he just get him? And it was all a bit muddled. So what I did is I did all the squad building challenge stuff together for one part of the video, and then we move into the gameplay today. Now, FUT Champions, of course, was back again this weekend. I tried to not put too much information about how well I've done on my Road to Glory on Twitter and Instagram. Usually I do, usually I give up a lot of information there, but I felt like for some people it ruined a little bit. You know, last week, like, some people are like, I don't want to know what you're doing. I want to watch it. So what you'll get today, right now, you're going to get the squad building challenge for the HEUNG. You're going to get the first 5 games, I believe, that I played, and then tomorrow being Monday, I'm actually out for like lunch, so it's going to be another late upload on Monday. And then Tuesday, I'm going to do a double upload, and then Wednesday, I'm going to put in the final gameplay and also do a double upload with another video of either qualification, new squad builder, maybe a club tour, because I've got a lot of stuff going on the club. I've got a lot of stuff that's happened. I've been working on this club a hell of a lot, really trying to do some stuff. And I'm actually, like, really disappointed in myself with what's happened with this club. And I say that because, and I say that based on the fact that actually come Tuesday or Wednesday, we're going to get, a whole bunch more coins and a couple of awesome packs for where we placed in FUT Champions. But I say that simply because, my Road to Glory, and I've said this so many times, and if this is like this, if you're sitting there thinking, why does he keep saying the same things to us? I apologize for saying the same thing over and over. But basically, my Road to Glory is about how best to utilize and manage your coins. And I have been very, very inefficient with my own coin management. And I've been inefficient because of the lack of time I've been able to dedicate to the club. So in terms of, like, the squad builders that you just saw me complete here, I could quite easily have got these squads completed for considerably less coins, but I didn't because I was rushing to do it. So when I went and bought a player specifically for, like, the BPL one, I went and bought a player and I bought him just, like, I put a max bin on, and as long as it fell within that, like, kind of barrier, I would just buy him. I wouldn't look at, like, whether or not that was the right thing to buy. So, and for one of the teams as well, the team that I had there, it might have been overpriced. It might have been to, you had to get the BPL team to 82 rated. I might have been able to put in a way lower rated, cheaper player instead of one of those players that were in there, and still fill in the, the kind of specifications needed. So I am a little bit annoyed with myself that I've given up probably 10,000 coins over the last episode or 2 that I really shouldn't have done. I'm buying and selling a lot of players. You actually saw me there selling some of my players again. And now those players that you would have seen on the transfer list would have been one of the teams that I was playing with through FUT Champions, which makes you guys now know that at some point during my FUT Champions gameplay, I changed teams. And once again, when I was selling the players, I thought this was actually a good point to sell, because during the weekend, player prices go up through the roof because everyone's trying to buy the best players to use in FUT Champions. So it was a good time to sell, and I did make some profit on some of them, especially the ones that fit into the current Player of the Month or Marquee Matchup squad building challenges. but some of them I took, you know, not necessarily a hit on in terms of value of the player. Like, for example, I think I bought one player for like 8,000 coins, sold him for 8,400, which was basically my money back, apart from the chem style that I also applied to him. So I did lose a little bit of money on, you know, some of the semantics like that. But as you can see, guys, we end up picking up Heung-min Son. I really wanted to get him. I didn't want to not get him. I do want to get every single special card that the game offers. So even if that does mean spending a little bit too much where I necessarily shouldn't, I will still do it. And you can see for the Del Piero one there, we're running out of time on the Del Piero one. There's like 2 weeks left. I've got 3 Sydney players as we currently speak through the upgrade methods and stuff, meaning I still need another 5 Sydney players, which you're looking at around 45 to 50,000 coins for. So I'm really hoping throughout the next 2 weeks we can bronze pack a couple of those Sydney players or upgrade a couple of those Sydney players to basically lessen that cost. You know, I don't mind spending 20 to 30,000 to get the Del Piero and the pack that comes with it, but I don't want to spend 50,000 coins on a lone legend for 20 games. Like, what even is that? That's like 2,000 odd coins per game to play with a legend. That's just too, like, he's not that good. He is good, he's not that good. But anyway, guys, into our first FUT Champions game for this weekend. We come up against a really nice 183 team. He's got a full French team, give or take. Just good players. And one thing that I had last weekend was that every single game I played was really close, with exception of 1 or 2. And I felt like my own errors here and there were causing me problems and losing me games that I could have gone on to win. So what I wanted to do this week was just rectify those problems. I've been working real hard this week on my defensive problems. I've been trying to figure out how best to defend. You know, I think my attacking is pretty good anyway. I score a nice amount of goals. But this again was a game where I just really did let myself down. You know, 1-0 going into the deep stages of the game. That is not a me thing. The goal, I don't like goalkeepers, man. Like corners and crosses and stuff, goalkeepers are just garbage. However, the penalty that he got in the 90th minute was my fault. I fouled him clear as day in the box. He got through. I pressed B to tackle him. The defender lunged, brought him down. It was a penalty. You know, no denying it. It was a penalty. And he scored the penalty. So, in my opinion, an undeserved win for him. Although he did deserve 1 goal, but you can see by the match stats here, he had 4 shots, 3 on target, scored 2 goals. I had 9 shots, 3 on target, scored 1 goal. I dominated possession, dominated passing, and a very bad start to the weekend league. You know, you want to get off to the best possible start and start ranking up through those early divisions, those bronze divisions specifically. You want to get into silver as quick as possible just to alleviate the pressure of having to think that you might finish in bronze. We come up against a really nice team in the second round. Okay, he's got a lot of lone players, but he's also got Purple Sterling and Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy, who always is a menace against me, but my biggest problem is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Every single time I face Aubameyang, he destroys me. Vardy ends up starting the scoring off with a goal from range. Pretty weak goalkeeping, if I'm honest. I felt like the keeper should have saved it, but a nice finish nonetheless. He then goes through with Aubameyang, finesses that to the top bins after 15 minutes, and I'm out of the game at this point. Like, honestly, my opponent, you know, although he wasn't dominating for possession or anything like that, he was hitting me on the cap. This is a paramount of his goals. This is exactly what he done. 1 pass to Aubameyang. 2 times I tried to shoulder him off and nothing happened. He threads it through to Jamie Vardy, and then the next thing you know, it's in the back of the net. Like 3 passes from me attacking to him scoring. And that again is me, you know, that's me defensively being a little bit weak. But it was his game plan was to just try and counter me, and it was working. And that's something, again, that I've got to figure out going forwards, hopefully throughout this weekend, if not for next weekend's weekend league, just to improve my team and improve myself as a player so that I can grind out those wins. Like, you know, the game we just lost, I felt like we could have potentially won. You know, a couple of errors is what cost me massively. We then go into the second game, and once again, a couple of errors has cost me massively. We lose by just the 1 goal, and when you look at the match stats, it was relatively harsh to lose by the goal. We had more shots, better possession, more passing, better passing, put in more tackles. Another game that could genuinely have gone either way. So after 2 games, we're 0-2, and I was literally sat there. I remember thinking on Friday night, my God, it's going to be one of those weekends. It's going to be a stressful weekend. Remember last time around, last weekend, after 5 games, which is what we got here today, I was 3 wins and 2 losses. So I've already got 2 losses after just 2 games. However, into the next game, Carlos Vela gets in behind there. Lovely little bit of work, a stop and turn, finesses it past the keeper, puts it in the back of the net, takes me to 1-0 up after just 5 minutes. And I really, really needed to take the lead and hold the lead. You know, I took the lead in game number 1 and I gave it away. In game number 2, just 15 minutes in, I go clean through again with Carlos Vela. He shoots past the keeper and boom, it's 2-0. So a good 2-goal lead to not hang on to, because it's not like I was like desperate for it or anything, but a 2-goal lead to kind of give myself a bit of a breather and sit there and think, do you know what? Okay, we've got a game in the bag, and we scored a great goal with Sansone there, fantastic passing move, and then a beautiful roulette around the defender to make it 3-0 into the second half. My opponent did get one back, surprise, surprise, from a corner, which is, you're going to see more corner goals than you care to see from me conceding throughout these next few videos over the next few days. But we end up winning the game 3-1. So as I said, last time around, after 3 games, we were 2 wins and a loss. This time we're 1 win and 2 losses. Last time around, we made it to goal 2. So, you know, although it was a horrendous start to, 2 losses in a row, getting that first win on the board, getting ourselves in a better position, it kind of like alleviates a lot of pressure, as I said before. Now, we come up against an incredible team in the next game. Cristiano Ronaldo, one to watch, Milik, Cuadrado up front, Banega, Khedira, and Fernandez in midfield. However, I wasn't best impressed with his defence and goalkeeper. Rulli I find to be horrendous. Mascherano's too small and too slow in my opinion. And although we concede the first goal from a corner, count with me, that's our second goal now that we've conceded from corners. Although we conceded the first goal from a corner, I did counter after 10 minutes left. I was all over this guy, like genuinely deserved to get back into the game. Got so lucky to get the ball back there with Carvajal. You know, although I know when I deserve to score and deserve to win, I also know when I'm goddamn lucky, and that was lucky. And it's interesting because if my opponent had tackled me and cleared that, he probably would have gone on to win the game. However, I equalised after 81 minutes. I got in with Carlos Vela after 90 minutes, hit him with a fake shot, wait for the space, pass it into Asensio. He pops it in the back of the net, and we score a 90th minute winner to go 2-1 up. So after 4 games, we are now at exactly the same stage as we was last week with 2 wins and 2 losses. And it was such a relief to get those games under my belt, to get up into Bronze 2, and to know that it's not going to be a horrendous weekend. It could still go horribly wrong, but again, you can see by the match stats, a thoroughly deserved win. And what's really frustrating is at this point, I could literally be 4-0. You know, with the team that we've got, which isn't amazing, I've got a lot of work to do with my team. I need to improve it in a lot of key areas. With the team that I've got, we could be doing much, much better than what we've done. But again, it's that narrow grinding, isn't it? It's that situation where you're sitting there thinking, could be 4-0, but at the same time, I could literally be 0-4 because these games are that close. And we go into the 5th and final game for today's episode. I lunge in with a silly tackle. Oh, that's poor. Hands up, they're up, hands are up. That was just absolutely horrendous defending. That was really, really poor defending to give him the lead there to go 1-0 up. Good tackle there though, and again, you saw me try and clear the ball there. Kind of, it was a bit of a bad time to try and clear it. Like, I'm rushing, I'm panicking, defending, I'm spamming buttons, and that's not a good way to defend. He ends up going 2-0 to the good, and that, unfortunately, is how the game had ended. So our final game goes 0-2, and this game, I was just outclassed. There is no 2 ways about it. My opponent was considerably better than me and deserved to get the win. But this, guys, is going to be the end of the episode for today. So if you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.